Look familiar? It should. Caffeine has been consumed since the beginning of time. In fact, caffeine is the most commonly used psychoactive substance in the world and the only one freely available to children. Caffeine in moderation is not a bad thing. Small amounts of caffeine have been shown to improve attention and focus in adults, but caffeine at high doses can lead to caffeine intoxication, which is potentially lethal. Caffeine is also addictive and causes significant withdrawal effects, but for hundreds of years these issues were almost non-existent. Most people did not experience effects from the moderate consumption of coffee. And then about 10 years ago, something crazy happened. Energy drinks were introduced into the United States market. Today, they remain the largest growing sector of the U.S. beverage market. They're generally marketed towards children and teens, and caffeine consumption is on the rise. It's not just beverages either. Basically anything can be bought with caffeine in it. There's energy shots, sprays, gums, candies, mints, anything you can think of, and it all sells well. I began to wonder, how could all this be impacting students' performance? Caffeine has been shown to be addictive, but many students consume high amounts of caffeine daily. How could stopping the consumption of caffeine for just 24 hours impact them? I wanted to find out. I recruited participants from my high school. They were asked to fill out a survey regarding their caffeine consumption prior to the experiment. They then participated in a simple math worksheet and digit span test of working memory. After abstaining from caffeine, they repeated those tests at both 24 and 48 hours. In both tests, performance was significantly impeded by caffeine. It turns out something as simple as abstaining from a morning cup of coffee could impair students' performance by up to 23%. So what's the future of energy drinks and super caffeinated teenagers? And at what point does it all become dangerous? These questions need to be answered. The popularity of these drinks is outpacing the research on the safety of them. More research needs to be done, particularly in children.